do if you woke up one morning and weren't able to speak? You weren't able to ask for things, tell your feelings, or any of your thoughts. How would that feel, and how would you communicate? Well, this is a reality in many people with low-functioning autism, in children and adults. I work at a school for children who have autism, and most of them cannot communicate verbally. They have to use other forms of communication to express their wants, needs, and feelings. At times it's often hard, and you have to figure out what they're trying to say or what they want, but there have been ways that have been invented in the past few years that have allowed children and adults who are nonverbal to communicate. Today I would like to inform you of three forms of communication in children and adults that are nonverbal, who have autism or other related disabilities. The first form is with devices. There are quite a few types of devices, but they're called OGCOM devices. And the older ones are only text-to-speak, so they're big, bulky devices that you touch an icon and then it speaks and says it out loud. They're not as common, but they are common among older children. But the younger children have devices, or have mirror devices or iPads, like this. And on this iPad, they'll just have an app. The specific app, the one I'm most comfortable using, is called Proloco to Go, and it looks something like this. And so the app has icons, and you pick an icon based on what you need or want, or basically anything you're saying. It can be individualized and customized for the specific user. And so this user would have a higher vocabulary, and they would be able to tap I need, and then pick what they need. It would show up more options like this, and they could say, I need to go to the bathroom, or I need to change clothes, or I need pressure. It could also do their wants, like I want to eat, or I want to go to sleep, I want to play with. It just depends on their vocabulary and how many words they have. So someone with a more limited vocabulary would have something that looked like this. It would be, I want to eat, or I want fruit. And their options would be apple, banana, blackberries, or blueberries. So they would pick one, and it would insert it and speak it for them. So it would say, I want to eat an apple. And if you didn't quite hear them, it'll pop up on the front, and they can press the speak button, and it'll speak again. And this device is fairly common. This application is fairly common. And there's another one as well that is very similar. They're all pretty similar. They're the icons. And they're for lower functioning kids that don't usually know how to read or write out what they say, or just it's easier, it's faster, and more convenient. Which brings me to my next form, which would be typing. So typing is a little higher than that application, the text-to-speak, because they can type in full sentences or words, and it's usually with kids that have developed more speech. So typing, they can use a keyboard, or they can use the app. There's also typing on that app. Or another device, which is a keyboard and just types out what they say, or a computer. Anything that has typing on it, they can use. And they can type out what they need and then either have it speak or show you. The third and final form that I want to inform you about of communication is sign language. So depending on their vocabulary, they either have advanced sign language or minimal sign language, but a lot of kids will use signs to communicate what they need. So for example, there's bathroom. If they need a bathroom, they'll sign bathroom. There's more, so if they want something, then they can sign more. If they need mom or dad, there's mom and dad. And just for basic things like to walk or to play, there's just simple signs. And the signs are easy for them to learn, usually, so signs are a great way for them to communicate. So as you can see, these are the three forms that I am most comfortable using and most of my kids use. And I've met many adults that use them as well, because most people can communicate and interact through these forms of communication, and that is devices, typing, typing and sign language. And these are the three forms of communication that children or adults with nonverbal autism and related disorders can use.